Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen, call me the Dream Believer because that's who I am, and welcome back to Hoshizora Wish Upon a Shooting Star. Let's continue the game. We were here last time and I forgot where we were. Yeah, but never mind, let's just continue from this point on. Why would you do something like that to me? Did you really just maliciously click your tongue? Guess takeout food it is. Are you kidding me? You already have the phone receiver in your hand. Remember, Aunt Chino was in half sleep in the kitchen. Then she went back to sleep, so... And he was doing his room. And Chinami was trying to help him to finish his room, to finish the unpacking. Yeah. Now, Yu-chan. When the sun went down on Shino's eyes stopped being lines. Right now, she has her head on straight. And I guess because it's nighttime, we're gonna go to Yumemi Hill. Yeah. Chinami's-chan going to make our dinner today. What in the world caused you to think of this idea? Because I've eaten lunch earlier, gotta get even. Did I do something that made you develop a grudge toward me or something? Why in God's name do you view my cooking as means to exact retribution? Well, getting even basically means revenge, right? I mean that as offsetting my blunder, obviously. Can't you understand my sweet and innocent wish to have you savor my affection-filled cooking? Oh, believe me, I do, very much so. Why are you in process of ordering takeout food for 3 at this very moment? Because I understand that wish of yours so perfectly clearly that I'm getting goosebumps. Am I really that dreadful of person, Oni-chan? She clings onto me. Yo-chan? Oh, Anshina gives me forehead and knock. Gives my forehead a knock. Don't be mean to poor Shinami. Is that any way for an older brother to treat his cute little sister? Well, you see, it's precisely because I'm her older brother that I have too. I guess you would say take responsibility and prevent the inevitable calamity she'll bring about. She gives my forehead another knock. You need to tone down the insults a little bit. But I don't have even the slightest intention of being mean to her when I say those things. Alright then, Chinami-chan, let's make a dish that will sweep your mini pants big brother right off his feet, shall we? The two of them merrily disappear into the kitchen. For whatever reason, it seems I've been made out to be the bad guy here. Well, of course, I guess he's a little bit... he's teasing a little bit too much. I'm only saying these things for the sake of world peace. Jeez, see, that's again... okay, it's funny, but it's a little bit too much. Well, so be it. And not all heroes are understood for their actions at first. I go outside. I know it. Just as I said, she probably gonna go to the Yumemi Hill right now. Since there is some time until dinner will be ready, I've also considered carrying on with what still remains of my furnishing and unpacking. But the night sky is absolutely dazzling. That being the case, I dare say I can't expect to see it. Her there. I imagine she's there at that desolated lookout, all alone looking up at the starlight sky, just like I am right now. I don't know whether she has some reason for doing so. nor do I know who or what exactly she is. There are an innumerable amount of question marks surrounding her. But you just ask all the questions straight out. However, that is exactly why I am going to see her. Well, hopefully he... Hello, Yukon. Considering the time, it's more like good evening, to be precise. You're a real fuzzy, you know that? Oh, you think so? Yep. Fuzzy and a big old egghead. That kinda hurts. It's the truth. So I'm sure if you added up you and me and then divided us up by 2, we would become the best model students in town. They already call me a model student at school. Yeah. That's just what they want you to believe. They're just lying to you, Yukon. I don't really think they're tricking me though. Well, who, for example, is calling you a model student? My homeroom teacher. That teacher's pure evil, I'll guarantee you. No way, he's really a nice person. That's what you want you to believe, and you are completely taking this bait. I just can't see that being true. Pull yourself together, Yukon. You gotta be extra careful not to take any of the teachers casually as true. Why are you talking him up to be so bad? She is gazing up at the fried bread floating in the night sky with a bit of avidity mixed in her gaze. All teachers are that way. As if to seize, to take hold of that Milky Way that looks like fried bread to her, she stretches out her small, short arm towards it. That's just how school is. Do you not like school? She removes her gaze from the fried bread, which is extremely popular among the school lunch dishes, before eventually resting it on me. Yoko? Yeah? Listen and listen close. You aren't a model student. She says so as if she herself wants to dictate reality. You don't need any of those teachers at school. I'll be your teacher. She really wants to be everything for him. Your wonderful big sis here'll teach you all sorts of different things so you can be a real model student. It seems like her eyes are clinging onto something. And what are you gonna teach me? Stuff you don't know. Like what kind of stuff? You'll understand once you've become a real, genuine model student. There is a bit of loneliness reflected in her smile. Or loneliness? I guess it was. I don't know. So for now, I gotta keep it a secret. I can tell you until you've grown up a little more and become a real model student. In retrospect, she really may have taught me something. There, beneath the summer constellations that the two of us gazed up at in awe. Spending time together with her was so fun that not even the passage of time can erode these memories from within me. That was what I may have been taught by her. However, those memories full of fun and joy had, by now, to become blurry here and there. I suppose that basically implies that I've started to forget these precise memories I received from her. Those memories I hold so dear and Cherished. Cherished. It basically means that the very joyful emotion I feel spending time with her in and of itself has started to erode away inside of me. Or maybe that eroding process already started and finished long ago. I couldn't possibly call myself a model student at this rate. I wouldn't be able to pass the test. Someone like myself who would never fail the school test once apparently couldn't keep with her class. Hence, maybe she was upset with me over the fact that I couldn't become the model student she wanted me to be despite her taking the time to teach me. And upset with me as she is, she may not want to see me now. Is she gonna be there? The eccentric girl that was a mirror image of her, the girl who used to be my teacher when it came to having fun. I have to get past this fence in order to see her. It is an obstacle in the way of my desire to reach the lookout. Back when I was a kid, climbing Umami Hill itself was an obstacle. Climbing the hill all the way to the top was hard to manage with the stamina of a kid. As one can imagine, the fact that Chinami gave up halfway and called a taxi to take her home is a good example of that. Looking back now, it was actually seriously impressive that the lookout girl managed to climb it basically every day. Whenever I arrived at the hilltop, all huffing and puffing and out of breath, she always awaited me there with an unruffled expression. Wait, is that... Oh no, the tingling is from the game sound. Oh, I was wondering, what is that sound? Never was there seeing a drop of sweat on her body. Well, she was quite the rambunctious girl, so I suppose it may have just been a case of her having more stamina than I did at the time. Or maybe she teleported herself, who knows, she just appears. After all, very much living up to the egghead name she would always called me, I used to be a student with basically nothing else going for me besides the fact that I got good grades at school. Though, I like to think that it is not the case anymore. I won't let her call me an egghead anymore. I've built up a considerable amount of stamina over the course of climbing Umami Hill every day in order to meet her. Yeah, go on. I enter the woods and circumvent the fence. Since it is already my fourth time, I am rather used to it by now, so I didn't get caught in any branches nor did I ever lose my footing. I enter the path leading up to the lookout and proceed on that route, while guided by a strange feeling of anticipation. Then the grooves of trees on both sides of me come to an end and it spreads out before my eyes. Dazzling lights of all sizes, big and small, pouring forth. And there she is. Konnichiwa, hajimemashite, Mare. Hello, Yukun. Those are the first words she directs towards me. Considering the time, it's more like good evening, to be precise. You're really fussy, you know that? You think so? Yep. Oh, she repeats it again. Yeah, fussy and a big egghead. That kinda hurts. It's the truth. Think about it. If you added up the two of us, then divide us by... now he's repeating her sentence. Then divided us up by 2. Won't we become the best model students in town? No. She denies it. Reapers don't become model students. Almost forgot. Back when I was a kid, I used to be called one. Oh, did you? Although that was only because of my grades. When it came to just about everything else, I might not have been much of a model student. I mean, like, I didn't even have friends I played with. Being the lookout girl, of course. However, after I transferred schools, I underwent a drastic change and I began to make friends, hang out with them, messed around, the usual, which in return made me stop being a model student in a different sense, I guess. I wasn't all that negligible of my classes or anything like that, in my opinion, but our tsundere class rep often nagged at me. Who's that? Just some girl that might have had a thing for me. The thing is, I never realized she felt that way about me. I wasn't able to realize the glasses-wearing library committee girl had feelings for me either. Why are you telling that her? Figures, I wasn't a model student in regards to love either. So maybe because of my inadequacy, maybe the lookout girl was trying to teach me about love as well. Maybe that was what that first kiss on my forehead made. Back then we had a relationship sort of like student and teacher. I guess you could say that kind of bond connected us. But then time passes past and come present day. All that's connecting me and her is this lookout and her name. If I were to lose any of those two, I could very well lose any shot of meeting her again for the rest of my life. I just can't get that fear out of my chest, and that is why I have to prevent myself from forgetting them at all costs. No matter how hazy my memories might become. At the very least, I absolutely have to hold on to her name. So what? What were you gonna say? Never mind. It isn't something that Dude, stop talking to yourself. Start to talk to her. It isn't something that needs to go outside of my thoughts after all. Why? Why not? This girl in front of me isn't the lookout girl in the first place. Who knows? She may resemble her in a whole variety of different ways, but from a realistic standpoint, there's just no way she can be her. And that is exactly why I want to know what kind of girl Mare is. Say, are you Japanese? Where did that come from? I apologize if I offended you. I'm just a little curious, is all. And what's so intriguing about it? Well, your name. I mean, it's not something you hear around here usual. Really? Yeah. Well, I guess that figures. I'm not Japanese after all. So you're a foreigner? Nope. I'm a Green Reaper. Is she just trying to hide the stuff from me again? What's your nationality? Green Reapers don't have any sort of nationality. Where do you live then? Green Reapers don't settle down in any one place. You're homeless? Got a problem with that? Well, no. If it's just something you don't want to say, that's fine. I don't mean to pry into your personal circumstances or anything. I don't have any personal circumstances, plus I already answered your questions anyway. No idea what you're going on about. Is your home close to here? Green Reapers don't have a home. It will appear that is her token reply for everything. That outfit of yours is pretty original, huh? Really? Yeah. Which is precisely why she gives off the appearance of a Green Reaper. Well, I'm a Green Reaper. Only stands to reason. Surely you aren't walking around in town dressed like that, right? Green Reapers don't go walking around town. Isn't that scythe like terribly heavy? Not really. Why do you have something like that in the first place? Don't know. Because you're a Green Reaper? Maybe. Maybe, but then again, maybe not. I've never remembered not having it, so I can't say for sure. Do you use that site to reap nightmares? I do. Gotta say, I'm pretty well thought out. Interesting setting you got there. I've been getting this vibe for a while now. But you really don't believe I'm a Grim Reaper, do you? Oh no, I do believe. You're the one that brought it up too. Look, I just said I do believe you are one. That cheeky grin on your face is getting on my last nerve. The sight she is keeping in front of her dully reflects the starlight. The Milky Way extends over the night sky like clouds trailing in the sky. Separated by that large wall, Orihime and Hikoboshi are twinkling their usual bluish white. It is just as if the both of them are trying to communicate to one another that they are right there, right through that light. Do you know what day tomorrow is? Sure. You do? It is not even a national holiday, so I figure no one really cares about it. Well, it's not a day important enough to care about. Yeah, I guess that's true for most people. Though I do believe until middle school, students still hang up wish cards at school. Wish cards? I thought it was cake. Does your family celebrate Tanabata with cake? Tanabata? Well, tomorrow's Tanabata, yeah? The 7th of July, the one single day of the year during which Orihime and Hikoboshi were granted the opportunity to see each other. Oh, that's when they reunite. There was a couple. Yeah, according to the weather forecast, we would have a clear sky tomorrow. The Milky Way wouldn't float. The two of them will get their long-awaited reunion. Oh, tomorrow's Tanabata, huh? Oh, what did you think it was? Nothing really. She turns away from me huffily. What are you pouting for now? I'm not pouting. Are we getting an expression from her? And why are you getting so worked up over it? I'm not. What's so funny? Hey, don't point the seed blade at me, please. I distance myself in a panic. Look, you shouldn't go around pointing that thing at people. You will poke someone's eye out. The way you talk to me like I'm some little kid is getting on my last nerve. Well, it seems like you don't act your age normally, but just now you were pretty much in perfect alignment with it. Because of that, a wave of relief washed over me and made me laugh out loud. Don't mistake me for a child. Yeah, no, I mean, you are a real bona fide Grim Reaper, alright. That mocking attitude of yours is getting on my last nerve. Hey, I told you not to point that seed at me. Maybe I should have just reaped your stupid nightmare first thing. She grumbled in apparent discontent. So what day did you confuse it with anyway? None of your business. Well, I'm kinda curious. Not my problem. It appears as if I have put her in a bad mood. I can feel a nice breeze blowing through the trees. It isn't that the temperature outside is exponentially low or anything, but the coldness of the breeze is a clear indication of how late it's gotten. Aunt Shino and Shinami may already be sitting at the table right now waiting for me. I'll be better not stay here any longer. Don't you need to leave here soon? Maybe he's taking her home? It would be good. Grim Reapers don't leave. Okay, we've gotten to the point where some of this stuff just plain makes 0 sense. Well, I kinda have to get going. Oh, okay. Will I see you here tomorrow? Who knows? Alright then. Can I stab you with my scythe before you go? Hell no, of course not. Looks like really my only option to skewer him from behind when he's not paying attention, huh? I feel like she just said something pretty scary there. Say, Mare. Mare directs her unfathomable eyes at me. Want me to go with you? Those eyes of her widen slightly in response to my question. I'll walk you home. I mean, it's already pretty dark. Wouldn't want you walking around this late by yourself, you know? Finally, he's making a move. Aren't you the gentleman? Why does she keep saying this? Things that mirror my memories. Still, I highly doubt she will follow with something like, have you ever kissed someone before? Or like back then. Goodbye, Yoko. And right I was. I meant to skewer your back the moment you turned around, but I let my chance slip by. A nightmare is proving to be quite the formidable one. Okay. And then right before my eyes, Mare's figure disappears in tandem with the starlight. Well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end this episode right here. This is pretty strange, okay? I mean, for real, this game is getting pretty strange. So, like I said, as far as I know, we are able to have seven different love stories here, okay? So seven different endings. So that means for each girl is of course a different ending. But still, we just still trying to figure out who Mare is, if she is the one from if she is this, I forgot the name. No mind. Well, yeah. Pretty interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you buddy so much for watching. If you liked it, like it, share, subscribe, and don't leave anything out. Don't leave anything out. And as always, remember, dreams come true, so what you to do? Just believe in you. And always watch some animes. You have to watch some animes, okay? Enjoy watching.